6 months of design work. 3 days to rejection. Any architect who has submitted a permit application knows that sinking feeling when a single, overlooked clause sends the entire package back for revision. Building codes are not a single document. They are a layered web of national statutes, technical standards, fire regulations, accessibility requirements, and local zoning ordinances that collectively run into thousands of individual provisions. Even seasoned professionals miss clauses, and that single oversight can translate into tens of thousands of dollars in rework costs, schedule delays, and damaged client relationships. And now, AI is beginning to enter this space directly. Today we are going to take a hard look at what automated code compliance review systems can genuinely do in practice, and what practitioners need to do to prepare. Building code systems in most countries are among the most complex regulatory frameworks practitioners encounter. In any given jurisdiction, a single project may simultaneously fall under national building acts, residential housing codes, urban planning law, fire safety regulations, and accessibility mandates, and those national rules are layered on top of local municipal ordinances that vary from one city district to the next. The real challenge, however, is not the volume of rules that exist today. It is the pace at which they change. Across major developed markets, building-related regulatory amendments number in the hundreds every year. Practitioners working across multiple jurisdictions face a near-impossible task keeping current in real time. The result is an unavoidable dependency on experience and memory, and the gaps between what a professional remembers and what the current code actually says are precisely where costly errors occur. This is why AI-assisted regulatory review has moved from a research topic to a practical imperative. Let us look concretely at what AI regulatory review systems are doing right now in professional practice. Systems currently deployed globally operate across 3 distinct capability layers. The first is BIM integrated automated checking, when a design model is exported in IFC format. The AI calculates floor area ratios, site coverage, daylight angles, setback distances, and egress path lengths, then flags violations before a single page is printed. The second layer is natural language regulatory search. A practitioner types a plain English question, and the system instantly retrieves and interprets the relevant clauses. The third layer is real-time amendment monitoring, when a regulation changes that affects a live project. The system automatically alerts the project team. When these 3 capabilities work in concert, review cycles that previously took days can be compressed into hours, according to industry estimates. AI drawing review systems achieve approximately 78% accuracy on code compliance checks, 92% on dimension and area errors, 88% on interdrawing conflicts, and 95% on identifying missing elements, a profile that makes them highly effective first-pass filters, even if human expert sign-off remains essential. Let us move from theory to practice. Here are 4 tools and approaches available to global practitioners today, organized by how you can integrate them into your existing workflow. Fairness requires addressing the limitations alongside the benefits. The most significant structural challenge facing AI code review systems today is municipal fragmentation. Even within a single country, the same land use zone can carry materially different detailed requirements from one municipality to the next, and AI systems struggle to keep pace with the hundreds of local ordinances that update on irregular schedules. The second limitation is the absence of design intent reasoning. An AI system can flag a numerical violation with high confidence, but it cannot assess whether a project qualifies for a variance, whether a design falls within the discretionary purview of a design review board, or how a planning officer is likely to interpret an ambiguous provision. That judgment remains irreducibly human. The third issue is legal liability. When an AI system returns a clean result and the permit application is subsequently rejected, the professional responsibility rests with the licensed architect, not the software vendor. AI is a powerful first-pass filter and a productivity tool, but it is not the final authority. Every practitioner must keep this distinction clear in their process documentation and client communications. Where is this technology heading over the next 3 years? The clearest signal comes from the global BIM mandate trajectory. Governments across Europe, Southeast Asia, and the Middle East are progressively requiring BIM compliant submissions for publicly funded buildings, and once BIM is mandatory at the submission stage, AI-powered compliance review becomes a natural and inevitable extension of the permitting infrastructure. The most advanced operational example today is Singapore's CoreNetX platform, where BIM-based automated permitting is already live. According to industry estimates, the system has reduced average permitting processing time by approximately 60% compared to the previous manual workflow. Pilot testing showed AI regulatory review flagging approximately 92% of compliance errors before formal submission, meaning most deficiencies are resolved before they ever reach a government reviewer's desk. Similar automation frameworks are being developed or piloted across the United Kingdom, the European Union, and the Gulf Cooperation Council. The strategic implication for practitioners is this: the competitive advantage will not come from simply learning which tool to open. It will come from the ability to redesign your entire project workflow around a clear division of labor, knowing precisely what AI handles faster and more accurately than a human, and where irreplaceable professional judgment must remain in the loop. Today we covered the full arc, from how AI building code review systems actually work, through the practical tools available right now, to an honest account of their limitations, and finally to where the industry is heading. The central insight is straightforward. AI already outpaces human review in speed and consistency on rule-based, numerical compliance tasks. But reading context, exercising judgment on edge cases, navigating discretionary processes, and negotiating on behalf of a client, those remain fundamentally human competencies. To every architect, interior designer, and construction professional watching this, the question is not whether AI will enter your compliance workflow. It already has. The question is whether you are designing that workflow intentionally.